You'll never believe it. She must uncover the truth before the police. Given Sora's tragic state, she suspects the killer's deep hatred, yet after tracking Sora for over 100 days, no clues emerged. She decided to do some online sleuthing and suddenly came across a suspicious character going wild in Sora's livestream. She even made Sora cry, leaving Zheng completely dumbfounded because turns out this person was Sora's best friend. The two seemed tight until they started roasting each other online. Bistai's work was just a Sora knockoff, but it never caught fire. Bistai's green-eyed monster must be in overdrive, so Zheng couldn't help but suspect her, leading to her own little investigation. Soon, she found the suspicious spot. When her friend left, Zheng snuck in and found a wealth of clues. She found a bunch of red envelopes and a pile of chat printouts with some real spicy gossip between her and the Bistai. Using these clues, Zheng quickly identified a shady male netizen and suspected he might be the killer, going up to head home and sort things out. But just as she stepped inside, the vibe felt off. Someone had moved her shoes, and the circuit breaker had been tampered with. Seizing the opportunity, Zheng bravely grabbed a baseball bat. Just as she was about to start searching, there was a sudden sound outside. Someone was trying to pick the lock. She tiptoed over and swung the door open only to find a red envelope sitting there. Just as she reached for it, a figure in black popped up behind her, and bam! Zheng was grabbed in a classic case of bad timing. In this 2-on-2 showdown, Zheng quickly found herself on the ground, and what do you know? The attacker was that male netizen. How very convenient. She screamed and bolted out the door, rushing straight to the police station, only for Officer Wu to look thoroughly bewildered. Officer Wu said, if Lai Jiangsu and her Bistai did it, why did she report to the police? Zheng was left speechless by the questioning, ultimately mumbling her way through an explanation that barely held water. So, the two of them headed over to Zheng's place, and as soon as they walked in, Officer Wu just said in despair, Lai Jiangsu was hanging inside, leaving Zheng frozen and shook on the floor. It's not every day you stumble into a crime scene. But hold your horses. Things just got weirder. There was a red envelope stuck in the sand. She thought about hiding it when Officer Wu wasn't looking, but got caught red-handed instead. To make matters worse, the envelope contained an intimate photo of her and Lai Jiangsu just when things couldn't get. Zheng panicked and explained, if I was the killer, why on earth would I bring you here? Officer Wu couldn't help but chuckle. Isn't this exactly what you said about interfering with police work? So, Officer Wu decided to take Zheng in for a little chat. At this point, she fought back with all her might and knocked Officer Wu out, making it a scene straight out of a movie. When Officer Wu woke up, he immediately issued a wanted alert for Zheng, and the tech team found blood on her shoes. After some loud magic, they confirmed the blood was Sora's, but the snitch? Not Sora. What a twist. Meanwhile, the best friend was live streaming, sensationalizing Sora's death to thousands of viewers. She blamed Zheng for everything, leading to a wave of online backlash that left Zheng looking for a way to clear her name fast. At night, she raced over to Lai Jiangsu's place and scoured the place, finally finding a handwritten address in the trash pile. Surprisingly, the address led to her mother's place, where the ashes were kept a bombshell of a secret. She recalled getting a call from the crypt the day after Sora's incident, saying her mother's grave had been vandalized. What an unfortunate coincidence. Since she was in shock and the cemetery was all apologies, she brushed it off. Looking back now, Zheng suddenly had an epiphany and raced to the cemetery. She retrieved her mother's ashes and, just as she suspected, found a blood-stained dagger hidden inside. And there was that ominous red envelope, containing a chilling message, if your secret stash gets discovered, you're toast. Confronted with this overt threat, Zheng Tai could no longer hold back his emotions. Threw the knife into the Lom River thinking it was Sula's ultimate weapon, and dashed straight to his best friend's house. As she burst in, the Bistai thought it was her takeout delivery, only to be blindsided by Zheng. Who sent you here? She questioned with fury. Oh, I did, said Zheng. The Bistai, harassed by Lai Jiangsu, had begged Sora to stop. She even introduced Sora to Lai Jiangsu to ensure her own peace and quiet. Little did she know, Lai Jiangsu was so smitten by Sora's beauty that he ditched the Bistai on the spot. What a player. Yet they weren't even really Bistais, just business partners, with Sora trying to cash in on internet fame. To pull off some reverse psychology, Sora had her Bistai trash talk her, cleverly racking up fans in the Bistai would get a juicy cut every time. Then it hit Zheng that hand cream scent from Sora was the same as the mysterious figure. After some deep thinking, Zheng finally had an epiphany while Sora's sister paid a visit to the police station. Upon hearing about Sora's incident, she rushed over to Officer Wuna for help, but out Sora's true self. It turned out Sora had cut ties with her family nearly 4 years ago, trying to help her brother to pay off loan sharks. When her dad found out, he slapped her silly and kicked her out. So, she was left to fend for herself in the big city. She then worked as a barmaid in a nightclub. It paid well, but she felt treated like a second-class citizen. So, she decided to switch gears to the internet and try her luck at becoming an influencer.